So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back again. Part 3 of Learning to Learn. Key stuff. Gotta have focused, clear input. Gotta make sense of the input we have. And we can't just stop right there because learning doesn't happen by hearing it once. We need to work on it from our short-term memory into our long-term memory. And the best way we can do that is to test ourselves. So we're gonna look at different strategies for testing yourself today and the things that don't work.
So we talked about testing yourself. Here's a couple of ways that you can do that. Look at these notes right here. You take the key information and you write yourself the keywords on the side so you can cover up the information and go, what is slope? Oh, slope is rise over run. It's the change in y over change in x. You're testing yourself. Here are the key ideas written in words here. And then if you want to test yourself on stuff, but you don't want to make something yourself, go to Quizlet or Quizzes and just type in the topic that you're working on, and you'll be able to find a set of flashcards or tests for you to go ahead and take.
So the key idea is that you are pulling the information from that pathway that you're building in your mind. And the more you test yourself and test yourself and test yourself, the stronger that path is going to be.
But practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. That's true. I just said you need to test yourself, you need to practice. But one of the things that human beings do is we kind of like to take the comfortable way out. And that includes practicing the things we already know how to do. So if we went back to last week where I was learning how to kickflip, this is not over, by the way. We'll come back to the kickflipping in later videos. It would be like me just, the part that I got down, I can stand on the board and I can move my heel back toward the tail. I can stand on the board, move my heel back towards the tail. I'm getting really good at that. Okay, I'm ready. We do it because we do the parts that we're good at because it makes us feel competent. But guess what? We're back to the illusion. We haven't done all the things we need to learn how to do to have the whole big picture taken care of. We just have a couple of the pieces that we're really good at. It's not good enough. So practice makes perfect, but we have to make sure we practice all the chunks and then put them together. So watching your math teacher give you a series of steps to do something, watching them is important. Notes are important, but actually doing the thing yourself is critical. I have to stand on the skateboard, move my heel back, push up, flip with this thing, and hope to goodness gracious I land on the skateboard. And I'll never be able to do a kickflip if I don't practice all of the steps.
I turn in all my work on time, but I still don't do well on tests.
Perhaps it's time for us to have a little own it moment, right? So, when you're doing the assignments, are you really doing them to figure out what's going on, what you know, what you don't understand? Or are you just putting something on the paper so you'll get credit for it? When your teachers are giving you really good instructions and explanations, are you paying attention or are you on your phone and getting maybe half of it? Every do now, quick write, charting activity, essay outline, problem set for math, lab, every single one of those are opportunities for you to study and test yourself. And if you're not putting the effort and energy into it at those points, you're probably going to have to work a lot harder to get ready for the big essay, the big lab, or the test than if you were giving attention every day. I know we all have bad days. I know there's some days you can't put a lot of attention into your schoolwork. I get it. But most of the time, if you're doing that, you don't have to study as much because you're studying every single day.
Be excellent to each other.
Stay focused.
And stay classy, Novato.